Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Healing Room Tarot. This is yours truly, Magoon, and I am an instrument for however spirit wishes to use me at any given moment in time. If this is your first time here, welcome. I do hope that you feel welcome. Uh, when you come to the room, you are seeking healing. If this video finds you, there's a message in it for you from spirit. And this is what I deemed the spiritual progress report because just like any other thing in our life, we want to make sure that we are on the right road, we're on the right path, making sure we're making the right decisions. And sometimes we don't, right? But it doesn't mean that spirit does not provide a course correction. So I am here to help you understand what needs to be corrected and what doesn't, what simply needs to remain the same, right? Um, since the last time I did this reading, I think you all saw where I was sharing a birthday experience. Um, and now it's a little more in depth. Um, a first full week of my new decade, that's all I will say. And it has been interesting to say the least. And there's already a message coming out. So, and I just picked up the cards, honestly. These were not the cards that I had in mind, but I guess Spirit has other plans, as you can see. Okay, I just heard one more card. And also, if you come across this video and you like what you hear, subscribe. You can also find my link uh, to YouTube if you're watching on Instagram. And if you're watching on um, YouTube, I'm going to show you my Instagram. This is my Instagram. This is how you can best reach me at this moment in time, right? We're all growing and moving. This is not the card. I had to remove this one. Okay. I was given instructions. That's why I got quiet. Anytime I get quiet for my new watchers, I'm getting a message from spirit. But without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get into the cards because I do have several questions that I want spirit to answer for us. But for now, the first card that came out the deck is the King of Cups. If I'm not mistaken, the King of Cups came out on last week's reading as well. So we are mastering our happiness. And this is Cancer season. This is a Cancer card. I'm just saying, I'm a Cancer. So it's all about mastering our happiness, mastering that peace within. When you think about the King of Cups, nothing bothers the King of Cups because the King of Cups is it's at that maturity level. It's at I just heard that very Zen level where you're just like nothing can bother me. I create my own happiness. I am the storm that people are afraid of. So while other people are afraid, I am at peace. It's that type of energy. It's you're commanding your own happiness. And that's because temperance has been here. You have been in this temperance mode. If you don't know what temperance, a lot of people like to say it's more the temperamental side of people, but it is that side where you have been waiting. You have been in patience. Because guess what happens when you've been patiently waiting for something? It starts to eat at you and you start to get irritated, right? And because you become irritated, that is when it's like, okay, that's when you have to have the most temperance, because you want to maintain your zen while you're going through, right? You don't want to spin out, you don't want to crash out. I'm not going to say that I have always been in this mode, because I've had my crash out moments. I'm human. And it's important for you all to understand that even when you have a crash out moment, you don't crash and burn. You crash, you set yourself up straight, you pull it back together, and then you walk. Especially if you're someone like me who spends the majority of their time by themselves. That is when you get the most healing, because after you've had your moment, you get in and you say, okay, I got to pull it together. I need to meditate. I need to continue to separate myself. Because when you're around people constantly, what they can do is give you their energies. And if you are an empath, you already know we already pick up people's energies. But when you're in healing mode and people are constantly around you, they're inputting their energies and their ideologies into you, and it throws you off course. However, however, because you have been maintaining your peace, because you have been in this temperance mode, we're now coming into the 10 of Cups era. Um, if people want to look at the first three cards, like in tarot, they tell you do past, present, and future, right? So in the past, we have been maintaining our happiness even though we were going through. Right now, we've been in the temperance and still maintaining that energy. So now comes the future. We're coming to our 10 of Cups. Everybody aims for the 10 of Cups because it means everything in your life makes you happy. Finances, relationships, opportunities, just everything. It's like, it's the saying of having no bad days. It's like, I'm hearing for also for those who are new, I grew up in the church, so you're going to hear a few gospel songs here and there, and one's coming out now, but it's the same energy of rain down on me, let it fall on me. It's a famous Kurt Franklin song. Um, and I just hear it over. Rain down on me, let it fall on me. Rain. And it's that thing of, in this instance, he's talking about let the joy from heaven rain down on me, like blessings, that it rain down on me. And that's the same as the 10 of Cups energy. It is that rain raining down on you. The next card that comes out, and it's good for you to, is this the same flower? It looks like the same flower. It may not be. No, this is roses. But it's the hangman energy. And look at what's on the back. It's cold. It's like you're finally turning your face to the light. You start paying attention to the dark and cold things that's in your life, and you're finally starting to pay attention to the light. And hanged man energy is all about new perspective. It's all about a new freedom. What are you now starting to realize about your situations? We're each going through our own personal situations. There's some aha moments that you have been having over the weekend, and there's some conclusions that have been coming through. Those are the right conclusions to have concerning your situation. This is your yes, you're on the right track video. This is your confirmation that everything is happening for you now. Now, we could have been in that energy of, why is this happening to me? But now you're starting to see and understand. You're having a reawakening that, oh no, this isn't happening to me. This is happening for me. That means that whatever this 10 of Cups is going to bring, is going to come during this time. The next is the Six of Swords. So with the Six of Swords, it's you're moving from what was torturing you to moving into a peaceful ground. And again, this comes with the new eyesight, right? You're starting to see what is going to work for you, what is not going to work for you. And therefore, when you realize that, you move. You make movement. You're saying, no, I'm going to go after the things that makes me happy. I am going to continue on the path of my happiness above everything else. And that's what's happened, because guess what? The devil energy is here. But this has given me the that energy that has been trying to maintain you, like control you, keep you in a certain place. It's like the fact, it's like you're finally starting to see what that energy is. You're starting to see who is emitting this energy, and now the enemy is getting mad. Look at his face. It's like, how could you? How could you see me? How could you disrupt my plans the way? And it's like, because I was never meant to be under your rule. I was never meant this. I'm great without you. That just came out of nowhere. But I had a vision for myself too. But it's going to be people that you realize is that people or situations that have tried to control you, and you're going to walk away from it unscathed, is what I heard. You're going to walk away victorious because now you're starting to remember who you are. And guess what? We have the Four of Cups here. It's because they wanted you to keep your eyes on the cups that you've spilt. They wanted you to keep your eyes on that. Pay attention so much that you don't realize that Spirit, God, the higher power, is offering you a new cup. And again, this new cup is already, you're already paying attention to it now. With this Hangman energy, you are already paying attention to something, this new cup that is going to fuel your happiness, right? And if you think about it, the Four of Cups, if you pair it with the Four of Wands, it's a celebration. And it's not only the Four of Wands is usually a celebration card, and it's like you're finally able to celebrate wins and victories. With the Four of Cups, it's like you're starting to pay attention to the cup that Spirit has been handing you. You've already been looking at your past situations, and you just felt like, okay, nothing has happened for me. You've already been through that. Now it's time to pay attention to that one last cup that is going to ignite something bigger. And then right after that cup is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is that, like, you taking direction. The Pentacles is not just wealth for me, it's wealth and resources. You're going to start finding out how many resources you actually have attached to you. You're going to start and it's like they could have always been there, but now it's like the full explanation is going to be there. Now you're going to have that aha moment, like, oh, wait, I do have this. I can do something with it. And I want to pull out an angel card at this time. I do want to pull out the angel card. Okay, Spirit, give us what are some of the things we have been healing during this time period. Okay, I just heard there's going to be 4 cards. One more. All right. Oh, okay. Every now and then I get told to put a card back and pull a different one. This is the card. Okay. So the first card that came out was Solidite. Socialize or join in Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like minded people. So, for some of you, you are starting to find your tribe. You have been finding people, and let's just say, like, you may have a job where you can't really connect with them. And so, say, like, this week, you're being led, turn in your notice so you can hang out with your tribe, hang out with these people that are meant to be in your life. Um, but it's also given me that essence of like I found home for some of you. So if it's not a person, it's like a place that you're looking at. Maybe you're looking at moving, or maybe it's a new job, a new career path, and it just feels like home for you. And it's like it's okay to join in because you're going to find your people. You're going to find your tribe. And that's why I said for some of you, you've already found your tribe, but now it's like you're really going to start to connect with them. The next one is Aqua Aura, and it says healthy communication and relationships. Heart to heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. So for others, you are now in the essence of communicating clearly. I just heard operating clearly too. So for some of you, this is the operations. You're operating in clarity now. And yes, I know we're in a retrograde, right? But when you start to healing, even in a retrograde, excuse me, see, even in a retrograde, there'll be certain things that you will be able to clear up and clarify once you recognize, because one of the things about a retrograde is that oftentimes we don't see it coming, so we're not aware that we should be aware, right? But when we are made aware, just like I made that mistake, I instantly caught it and corrected. And that's what you do. And so even during this retrograde period, it's like have those healthy conversations and communicate, get clarity. Even if it's supposed to have been a 15-minute conversation and it goes to 45 minutes to an hour, have it, because at the end of the day, you're going to have more clarification than you would have with a an open-ended question lingering between you and that thing, you and that person. So go ahead and clarify. Go ahead and get clarity. Ask for clarity too. When someone asks you a question, go ahead and let them know, okay, I'm not clear on what you want to know. Let them know so that you can get the clear and precise answer that you need to give. The next one is Angelite, spiritual or religious community. Join with like minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. And I think I already said that with the Solidite. So this is here it is again. It's like connect with your soul tribe. You have found them, and you have found them for a reason, right? And it's time for you to make that connection. And for some of you, I'm hearing that there is a calling for you to go back, like whatever your religious beliefs are. I'm hearing for some of you it's time to go back. You've been out long enough. And the thing about when the higher power calls you back to something, it's so that you can be poured into. There's a message in it for you. And so, like I said earlier, I was raised in the church. And so if God wants a higher power, higher being, you know, the great I, that's what I call spirit. Whenever spirit wants to get us, give us some information, some clarity, we will have to go back to what we were raised in to understand the message. Like I hadn't been to church in some time, not because I wanted to separate myself from the church. That's not it. But it was some personal things I was going through. And I felt led, like I had the unction, like, oh, I'm going. And so I went today, and kid you not, the message was a confirmation for me. And then There are other readers that I watch. They all said the same thing. Even saw things on Facebook and Instagram. Yes, I scroll, but not all the time. But the messages were all the same. And so for one person, I said it's the synchronicities for me, because all of the messages were saying the same thing. And I know I needed to hear that. And it only confirmed uh, things that will take place later this week. It also confirmed what I have been believing, what I have been saying, because oftentimes when I have shared something with you all, I have oftentimes been the first partaker of that thing. I have either already gone through it or I am going through it. And so whenever I see these light-hearted messages, it inspires me, because it's like spirit is with me. And it's not like I ever doubt that spirit is with me, but we all know we have those moments and we need clarity about things. Well, I've been asking for clarity, and clarity has shown forth itself, right? Communications. And so even that's another thing too, like questions that you've been asking God to give you, or spirit, however you title, right? You will now start to get those answers, because you are now at the aligned point in time for you to receive the clarity. The last card is titanium rainbow quartz, multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. So, whatever the person or the situation that you're asking about, not only are you going to get the clarity, but you're going to understand that it's not just one singular answer. That's why Spirit asked me to put that card back, because you might get the answer now, but then something else pop up and you just like, Spirit wants to make sure that you understand that no, you're not repeating a cycle. It's just that your question only reached one surface level of what you're wanting to ask. So it's almost like Spirit wants you to be very clear on what you really want to know about a situation or a person. And even when you're talking, making sure that you reach the conclusion of what you're asking, right? It's almost as if you say, oh, here's a book, is this book good? And Spirit is going to say, like, it's good to certain people. Like, are you asking, are you a part of this group of people that will like this book? Or is it something that you just want to dive into and you want to know if it will be a good quick read as you pass time? Like, you have to be very specific. Um, and if it's something where you have to dig deep, ask multiple questions. The thing about relationships is that when you're in a relationship with somebody, you ask questions, and they should not get irritated. Why should they not get irritated? Because that means you're taking an investment. You want to learn more about them. You want to understand whatever that question was, right? You want to understand how they react to things, or what are their likes, what are their dislikes. You want to know those things, because you're showing that you're taking an investment. You're investing your time to get to know this person. And so Spirit doesn't mind the questions, because you're building relationship with Spirit. You're telling Spirit, yes, I trust your answer. Yes, I trust that you're taking me and leading me on the right road. And as you're doing that, Spirit's going to open up so much more things for you. Your understanding, your wallet, right? Your clarity, your which is understanding. Like, it's just like I'm seeing an open path right now. So this is like, whatever it is, Spirit will provide like an open door, an open path for you to explore, to do the things, to do your heart's desires, right? And one thing about heart's desires is that some of those desires are divinely placed inside of us. so that we can go to our right paths. And if we're starting to trek on the right path, it doesn't feel here. It doesn't feel right here. It feels like we're out of place. We start to struggle when we like why am I struggling? It's like why is this such a struggle for me? And it's because it's spirit's way of saying this isn't meant for you. I read something recently, and it was saying that you should, and someone also said it, but it was you should not, you should follow your passions when it comes to your career, because that's what's going to make you stay in that career if you're passionate about it. But if you're just doing something to find passion, it's going to fail every single time because you're not truly invested in it. And when you're truly invested in it, you find ways and things to make things happen, right? And so that is the most important thing that you can do, for yourself. Now, I had to split the deck, and y'all saw me, when Spirit said put that card back, pick this one. Um, it was also for, well, no. This is where I had to split the deck. So I have not seen what's on the bottom of the card, but the overall energy of this is at the bottom of this deck. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. The Five of Cups energy, though, when you're looking at a positive light, is that you're letting things go to prepare yourself for the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is it's usually something like where something revisiting from the past. Some people have even said that it's like your past life. But when you're in this Five of Cups energy, it's like, you know what? This is my old life. I'm going to let it all go. It's that I'm going to start over energy. And if you look at it, is this, yeah, this is the eagle. This is an eagle, which is interesting that it's in this Five of Cups energy, because when you start over, what the eagle does is it takes out its old feathers. It removes them because it recognizes that it doesn't need them anymore. And so this is that same type of energy. It's that energy of I don't need any of this anymore. I'm going to let it go because it's not serving me anything. If anything, it's draining me. It's trying to take me backwards. And I've already been through this cycle. I'm not going through this cycle again. I'm going to release it. He released me into orbit. That's one of my favorite songs, and it's giving me. I just heard it though, that it's like you got to release it into orbit and let it go, let it be. And as you're releasing those things, it's like now you have a whole other universe to pay attention to. I actually just saw the sun card. In the sun, it's like now you're able to pay attention to the sun. Now you're able to walk on a lighted path, whereas before you may have been walking in darkness. Now everything is like out in the open. Now the light is shining. um oh gosh, now I'm hearing, it was a show in the 80s, late 70s and 80s, called Amen, and I'm hearing the theme song right now. So for somebody, maybe you're watching that show right now or you know it, but I'm hearing shine on up. What is it? Shine on me. Let the it's like dun, 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 dun. Shine on me, and it's something about like the light shining on you. So I mean, that's going on along with that sun energy. So let the sun's rays shine on you. So now, Spirit, okay. My question to Spirit is to show us what's coming towards us. And I'm going to, this one was here. So I'm going to, Five of Cups. So as I was talking about the Five of Cups, this is the Five of Cups that I was seeing in my head. It's like you finally letting it all go, by the way. So this is like a continuation because these cards all just fell out. So I'm gonna read them as is and still get that question answered. But this is where it's a continuation. So once you let it all go, now you're in the Six of Pentacles. What you've been putting out, you're now going to start receiving from the universe. So when you was in that temperance energy, because you were maintaining your peaceful presence, okay, Spirit said, look at this card. Because you was maintaining your peaceful presence and you stayed on the path. Now, watch how the universe starts to pour back into you. Watch now how the clarity on certain situations start to come to you and you start to act on it. And it's like your return of investment. Um, you have a message coming. There's a message coming your way. This is the Page of Wands, and it's great news. So, whatever you've been waiting for, you have news coming. And what I'm hearing is that um, a lot of you have been in this protected energy, Four of Swords here, but you've been resting, right? You're feeling protected. And it's like, um, you're still protected, but now you don't have to be in a security blanket. It's like you're always, it's giving me Seven of Wands energy where it's like you're protected, you're in this space, you're in a sacred space is what I'm hearing. And because you're in a sacred space filled with love, and because you've been nesting, it's almost like now it's time to take flight. And I'm gonna tell you why it's time to take flight, because now we have the Hierophant, because now you're starting to get the downloads that from spirit with this Hierophant card. You're starting to get the downloads. You're going to start laughing. And as you can see, he's like in this, what they call it. I think they changed the name to crisscross. I don't know. It was called Indian style when I was a kid. Um, oh, actually, no, that's not even Indian style. That's the yoga pose where the feet are together. Um, Either way, you have been resting in this sacred space, and you're now going to start getting the downloads. It's like you're loved. You're going to start getting these downloads even more. And maybe that's the message. Maybe this is the message to let you know that the downloads that you're receiving or about to receive, they're going to be straight love. You're going to smile. And I can't. And another reason why I said take flight is because for some of you, here's the Page of Cups. You have love coming towards you. Or for some of you, you're going to go ahead and strike out and ask, well, not strike out, but you're going to go out and offer love to someone, and you're going to receive it back. This is that Page of Cups energy. Let me see what's bottom of the deck. Knight of Cups. Love. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a yes. Like you're gonna, it's like, because the page is like the person that delivers the message. It's like whatever you express or whatever, however this person expressed, it's going to be a yes. It's going, I'm hearing all you got to do is say yes now. And if you look at it, this was one of there's the white horse, the Temperance. Some of you have been waiting on love. That was the Temperance card, a white horse, white stallion in this deck. And so it's like now it's like pushing, it's like you don't have to wait any longer. Um, so maybe that's what some of the things you've been waiting for, but you no longer have to wait. Oh, well, it answers the question too. What is coming towards us, right? You have love come. You have for some of you, it's messages, it's love, it's messages from spirit, it's love, and it's a return of like what you have been putting out. You're going to get back. Okay, Spirit, What is something that we should watch out for that is not meaning us any good? What should we watch out for? I heard there's 3 cards, so I'm gonna wait for this third card. Okay. Oh. I need clarity, Spirit. These are. Um. So for some of you, it's something about trying to find some. You're trying to find a lover for money. Marrying for money is what I'm hearing. For some of you, there's going to be certain people to offer for your hand in marriage, um, and it's all for money. So get clarity before you say yes. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles is giving me your energy. It's like you. This is how you look to a lot of people. And let's say you may not even have a lot of money. Let me say that you may not even have as much money, but yet is the key word. But there's somebody that sees you as rich. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I just heard Nene Leakes when she said, yes, I'm rich. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm saying. Um, and so it's like this person is only loving you, want to love you, want to propose to you because of your money. So be careful. And it doesn't even have to just be money. It could just be what can you offer them if they see you as an opportunity. And it's like, so you work for the government of your country. Oh, great. I'm gonna marry this person right here. I'm gonna offer up my love. I'm gonna love bomb them. I'm gonna rush them into loving me. So be careful of that. Um, be careful of that. Is there another scenario? Okay. So let's see what this scenario is. Okay. You got the Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Pentacles again. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Two of Swords. Right. Right. Oh, okay. Okay, 2 more cards. Wow. Okay. Spirit said there's 2 more cards. These 2 cards fell on the floor. So, and you have yet again 3 major arcana cards. So the first one is the Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune. I can't help but notice it's going from those things that tormented you. It's going from the the yin to the yang, I guess you would say, but it's going from that negative energy to light energy, and you're going to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy. So you like, for some of you, you do have money coming your way, right? So it wasn't far fetched that you are this rich, um, but I mean, well, it's not really a but. It is who you are. But I also do see when you feel like you can't make a decision here. Two of Swords. Two of Swords is here. But Spirit is saying it's okay to it's okay to go towards your dreams now. The Star card is here. It is okay to work towards your dreams. What is it that you really have been dreaming about? I'm hearing Beyonce's "You Can Be a Sweet Dream or a Beautiful Nightmare," but what I'm getting is that it's no longer a nightmare. You can actually dream, like those dreams that you have. You can actually start working towards them now because they're going to work out. And guess what? 3 of Cups, celebration. You're going to celebrate with friends. You're going to say, it's finally my time. And I don't find it strange Look, the star card with the celebration card in this deck are both looking at the stars. It's like I can finally celebrate my dreams now. I can finally, finally, it's happening to me right in front of my face. And I just can't hide it. Finally, like that's what I'm hearing right now. And it's like, so don't be afraid to spark out on your dreams. Um, okay. Okay. I gotta say the poem. It's one of my favorite poems. I did have it memorized at one point. It's no longer there. Um, so I am gonna read A Dream Deferred. Uh, by Langston Hughes. He's one of my favorite authors, poets. Um, doo, doo, doo. I want to find the actual poem. It's showing me everything um, but the actual poem itself. I'm seeing. Okay, I think this might be. Yes. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? And so, right now is your time to go for your dreams. No longer defer your dreams. It is safe for you to go towards your dream now. Um, watch out how things work out in your favor. I'm laughing because somebody just told me this personally. Bottom of the deck. Now, what did I say earlier about the Four of Cups? Guess what's here now? Four of Wands. Celebration. You can celebrate now. Celebrate good times. Come on. Do, do, do. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Celebrate good times. Come on. It is time to celebrate because you are getting your dreams are coming true. This turn of events, this turn of events. There's a book that I'm reading right now, and I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it in the future because I want to read a little bit more into it. Like I literally started it today, and the book itself is it's highlighting things that I have already been seeing anyway. So I should first start to say that. But with this confirmation, it's like it's interesting to see how we shape our realities. And when we have this certain picture of what our reality could look like, when things start to not look like that reality that we paint, we kind of lock ourselves in a prison. And spirit is saying when you have been given the okay to dream again, to follow your dreams. Don't let the naysayers, don't let the movement of nay stop you and hinder you, because you have open access now. Like we've seen throughout both decks, all the decks really that has been pulled tonight, is showing you that you are now walking in freedom. If you are walking in bondage, it's because you have not awakened your mind yet. You should not be walking in bondage right now. So understand that you're walking, and for some people that understand this term, it's like you're walking under an open heaven. So be careful what you think, be careful what you speak. If it's not positive, just understand that it's going to come true. So don't think about the negative, think positive. Somebody say bring you some bad news. Okay, well, let's turn it. Let's flip it. Let's have that positive mindset, okay? Be optimistic at all times. Oh, okay. Well, it just means that hey, my $1 million is on the other side. Then and I mentioned this last week at the last Cards and Conversation about how people would start to say, "Oh, I'm broke," and it's like, no, stop saying that. Start saying my 1.5 million hasn't hit my bank account yet, or whatever whatever it is that you like. It's coming. It's going to hit. It just hasn't hit my bank account yet, but it's on the way, right? And watch how that inspires you. Watch how things start to align so that you can get that $1.5 million. Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed tonight's session of, I was about to say Cards and Conversations, um, of the Spiritual Progress Report, because I thoroughly have been. And for those of you who have been following me for quite some time, you will understand that I've been talking about, like, this is the year of the underdog. It's the time and the season for the underdog to come up. So it doesn't matter what it looks like out there. Remember, we have the power to create our reality. We have the Bible talks of it, the law of attraction talks of it. I'm hearing Gandhi talked about it. I have to find that out, but I'm literally hearing Gandhi's talks has talked about it. But it's that the power of your words. Understand that we each have power, whether you call it prayer or spells. Baby, that mouth is powerful. So you are able to manifest based off of what you're speaking. So speak nothing but positive things this week. Even right now, start speaking positive things. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you at our next session. Have a good night.